Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we got a very special episode of From the Sidelines coming at you tonight. It's not one of our kind of regular shows. We're doing something a little bit out there, a little different for NXL Vegas coming up here in just, well, under a week if you're listening to this when it drops on Thursday. So guys, we're gonna be picking winners for NXL Vegas. We're gonna be picking betting winners. We're gonna be picking gambling favorites. We're gonna be jumping into that world. We've just partnered up with Kirgo, and we now have a link, and kind of, you know, we're part of that referral program. So yeah, I mean, if you guys are going to get involved with this, you know, all we ask is, yeah, go down below. We've got it in the description. It's also in like the link tree in my bio and stuff. If you're on mobile and you need a place to access it, just, you know, click through there. That's all we ask. All you got to do is you do that, and then, you know, it looks good for us. So that helps us out. Do that. And yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this. The whole root of the show, we brought the boys together, and we're going to be discussing, getting some heated debates. It's going to be a fun time tonight. So let's bring in our the familiar face to everyone out there, Stephen Hatch. How you doing tonight, buddy?
We're here, dude. We might not know what we're doing, dude, but, you know, we're here. We're being a noob, and we're ready to learn. That's the important thing.
The reason why we have Hatch on, have you ever gambled before?
Like, I've gambled, like barely. Like, I remember I went to a casino like right when I turned 21, and other than that, like, I was doing, you know, some slots, you know, a little bit of blackjack here and there.
So you've played at a casino. Roulette. You've never done any like sports betting or anything like that, though?
Nah.
Okay, cool. So he'll kind of be representing anyone out there who hasn't done much of this before, kind of needs an introduction into this whole world. We got you guys. Hatch is going to be kind of representing you guys on the show.
You know what? I have done betting. We do dollar bets whenever we're sitting on the sidelines. I'm like, all right, dollar on the left.
Well, okay. I mean,
okay,
counts kind of. I meant more so like in an official setting, but yeah, that kind of counts.
No, sir.
Let's bring in our other host tonight, a new face to all you guys out there, but one that we know and we've seen him around the events quite a lot. He's a pretty funny dude. He's also named Ryan. We got too many Ryans in this damn sport. So we gave him the nickname of Fitzy. So yeah. Ryan Fitzgibbon, what's up, man? But Fitzy, Fitz, all those things work. Welcome onto the show. It's your first time on From the Sideline, man.
Yeah, I'm excited. Finally lined up, you know.
Yeah, long time listener, first time caller.
Yeah,
glad to have you, bro.
Yeah, hey, nice to see you. Who could forget that mustache?
Thank you, bro. Working on it.
Yeah, I get to see Maf every once in a while. I don't get to see Hatch that often, but
it's nice to see you, bro.
Yeah, it's nice to see you too.
It's good to spend a little more time with you. One of the things that we've definitely bonded over is both of our degenerate love of gambling. We've been in group chats talking about it specifically. So when all of this came up, we had, you know, kind of the idea surfaced or connected between us of doing our version of a pick show and getting it out there and kind of put our necks on the line, seeing who does the best. You know, are you excited for the betting on NXL and all that stuff? Like, how's your personal take on it?
Oh, I can't wait. I actually get to bet on a sport that I actually follow and actually, you know, like maybe not lose money in. That would be fantastic.
You know what, a pretty decent amount, yeah.
Yeah, like, I mean, I was betting on the Lions all year, and, you know, every time I pick a parlay, dude. Well, they did fine. You know what I mean? But, you know, every time I pick a parlay, nobody would score a touchdown. So.
Well, I remember the couple times I took player props on the Lions this year, I'd sent you the slip, and like it started out good both times, and then fucking like it'd be like half-point hooks or some shit. It did not work out well. Fucking, I don't like the Lions. I'm not a Lions fan. I'm sorry, bro.
Or I'd look at it and be like, Maf doesn't know what he's talking about. And I go actually half the other way, and then I lose all my bets, and Maf would get it all right.
And we still get fucked, yeah.
Damn.
So let's explain a bit before we jump into all the odd selections, all that stuff. So, you know, if you're fucking hit my mic. If you're familiar with that type of stuff, go check that out. You know, skip forward a couple minutes into the show, and we'll be back with you. But let's kind of start from the top, guys. Let's explain what different sports bets are, what different sports picks are. So first off, winning of the game, we gotta talk about like the money line versus the spread. So Fitz, what's a money line, dude?
Money line, you're picking straight up bets. Who's gonna win that? And then you got your odds on whether or not they're gonna win it or not. You get your plus, your minus, obviously the minus, that's favored. Then you get your plus, that's your underdog. So it's, you know, more enticing to bet on the underdog because you might win some more money. But, you know, sometimes if you're doing a parlay, Might have to,
and he's he's jumping forward a little bit. He's throwing in a lot of other words,
sorry,
but
my bad.
I mean, yeah. So money line just straight up, you're just picking who's going to win the game. So essentially, two teams, you pick one to win. Like he explained there, usually the team that is kind of maybe less favored going into the game, the team that looks worse on paper, they're going to be given better odds. So you put down less money to essentially win more money. Whereas with the other side of the coin, the team that is favored going in, you just, you'll need to put down more money, and then you'll have kind of less that comes back in return. And we'll explain exactly how to do the math on that in just a little bit. The opposite of that, and not having a money line, is having a spread. So a spread means when there's points in a game, how many points the team will either win or lose by. So if a team is getting 3 points, they're plus 3 points, which was what the 49ers were, or was it the Chiefs that were plus that? Yeah, it was the Chiefs that were plus 3. Essentially what that means is as long as the Chiefs won, or they could even lose the game, but if they lost the game by less than 3 points, your bet would still be a winning bet. So essentially you have to add whatever that point total is to, how many points they scored. Chiefs score 24, 49ers score 27. Well, that's actually a bad one because then it'd be a push, and that's a different example. But Chiefs score 24, 49ers score 25. You would still win even though the Chiefs lost the game because it was close enough. It was within the spread. Obviously, the other side of that, if a team is losing points, that means they're favored. So, the Lakers are going out to play some low-level team. Okay, they're going to get 12 points taken off. So they have to beat that team by 12 points for your bet to win on the spread. Does that make a little sense, Hatch?
We're going with the punches. We're learning a little bit. I think the more we get with the flow, the better I'm going to get at it. And the more I'm going to
I know. I'm asking you in particular because you're the people we're trying to explain to. But does that kind of make sense, like the difference between money line and spread, what those two are? Okay.
So guessing the exact score probably has a bigger payout.
That's a completely different bet type too, but yes, you could do that. You could do exact scores. I don't know about NXL, but I'm talking like traditional sports betting here.
So you could be like, okay, MO Kings versus whatever. I predict MO Kings to lose by 2. Is that kind of what we're talking about a little bit?
So not really. That would be a different type of bet, and again, we'll talk about that later. I'll explain all the bets that are able to be made on the NXL because it's not. If you're familiar with sports betting, it's not all the ones you're familiar with. If you're not familiar, it's going to be a lot. So it's kind of depending on what level you're familiar here, it's gonna sound different. But let's kind of move on a little bit. Money line spread, those are like the two big bets on like who's gonna win that game. The other big bet that's traditionally on a lot of games is the over and the under. So this comes to a full total. So for football, it would be both teams, scores put together. Basketball, same thing. I think hockey, they do an over under as well. It essentially just means, like I said, take that same example, 23, 24. So 47 would be the over. So if they set it at 45 and you took over, then because there was 47 points scored in that game, you would win that bet. That would be a successful bet. So essentially whatever they put the over or under to, whatever that number is, you're betting on if the game is going to go over that many points or under that many points.
Okay. So it would be like, all right, NYX and Aftershock, I'm betting they're going to put over 11 points.
Total, yes.
Yes,
in total.
That would be a really high total for like NXL. For sure.
That's what I'm just saying.
But yeah, so essentially in that example, the line would be 11. So you would be taking a bet on does it go over or under. And so if it goes over, you would have to have that over bet to win. If it goes under, you would need the under bet to win. So that's I would say the biggest like traditional kind of bets that you'll see on stuff. There's obviously this is where you get into prop bets, and this includes a lot more stuff. This could be anything. I mean, popular ones for the Super Bowl are like length of the national anthem. That's a huge one.
Gotcha.
What color the Gatorade is. So prop bets are there's a lot more rules on those. There's a lot differing rules just because it's a much more wide arena. So I know with the NXL, I can announce a couple like the guaranteed props that they're going to try to have for each of the games is first kill. And I think that's player. So like player who gets the first kill. So like you could sit, try to bet kind of like first point for other sporting events. which team wins the first point. That'll be another prop. So you can choose out of the two teams which one's going to win that first point. And then the team over under. So, this team, are they going to score, let's say 3 points? And then are they going to go over that or under that? Are they going to score 5 or like 2 or something like that?
And it's going to be combined, right, with that, for that one, the over under.
So that is the team over under. So that's per team.
Gotcha. Okay.
The regular over under is the match. That's the whole entire match, what both teams put up.
So they separate them?
Yeah, so that's why
that's cool.
People out there who are betting a lot, there's a joke that Dan Katz makes a lot. He's like, I'm not betting for a team, I'm betting for points. And he works for Barstool. He's a big bettor, but essentially he likes overs because he just likes seeing action in a game. So for football, a lot of the times, just put it on the over, hope a lot of touchdowns are made, because that's an exciting game that he wants to watch. And so that's how he kind of bets. That's kind of the main stuff. The other ones, so you can just take a bet straight. So you can say, all right, I just want Revo, just their money line straight. That means you're just taking that bet by itself. So whatever odds that bet has is the odds you're going to get. You can also parlay things together. And these are things that you can do on Kirgo too, but just other gambling sites as well. But parlaying, what that does now is that means you're saying, all right, these multiple things are going to all occur for me to win this bet. So let's say, looking at the list we got, let's say like Revo wins their game, the NYX Bear game goes over the point total, and ML Kings wins the first point of their match. So I can say, all right, I'm going to put all three of those things together. And then the casino usually, okay, well, we'll give you better odds because now 3 separate things have to happen for your bet to win. And so, obviously it's harder to do, but if you hit it, you'll win more money.
Okay.
I guess another thing going off that, a good one to explain is odds. So an American odds format, it's very often shown as plus or minus, and then a 3-digit or could be higher 4-digit, 5-digit number. All that means, and the easiest way to break it down is so let's say if the number is minus 100, or well, that's kind of a bad one, but let's say it's minus 105. You as a bettor would need to put down $100 to receive back 105. Oh, wait, I'm getting that completely wrong. I don't know why. That's right, Fitz?
Yes.
Because it's just minus whatever. I don't know why this is like I'm having a brain block right now, but
I see a plus. I bet on the underdog. I make more money. That's how it works. Except for I lose on my money. So
yeah. Like I was trying to explain the actual the odds format itself because it's a math thing. I guess the easier one to explain is the plus, just because that one's easier. So essentially, it means if you put down $100, you're gonna win 400. So if a team's plus 400, you put down 100. You'll get $400 back as like the win for that bet. Does that kind of make sense? That one's a lot easier to describe. The negative one, that was a bad example to go to first. But that is, you'll start to see some really high negative numbers, and that does mean I think that's the opposite, where you have to put down that number to receive $100 back. I think that's why I got confused. So let's say one of these I see on our list is a negative 556. So if you put down $556 on that bet, you would win $100 back. Does that make sense now a little bit?
Yeah. Okay.
So that's kind of what the plus and minus numbers mean as you go through. Those are essentially the odds, meaning how much money you would win if you made a bet on that. And table games, other games you would play in a casino have odds for bets, but those are, they're consistent. They're the same every time. When you win a blackjack, it's
3-1.
It should be 3-1. Some places they try to go crazy, but it's the same every time at whatever place you're at. It's not going to change. If you hit one of the balls in roulette, it's 1 to 32 or 1 to 33 or something like that.
Depending on English or American ball. Yeah.
Yeah, but so essentially what I'm saying is, those are stagnant. They stay the same, but it's the sportsbooks ones. That's how they tell you what the changes are, or you can see the changes as they're happening.
Okay. Damn, there's so much information just rushing me at once.
There's a lot here, but so let's, pulse check. How you doing? Checking in. You feel like you're gathering everything so far?
I'm gonna ease my way into it. just doing now there's so many terms. What's it where it's just like the straight up match?
Straight up match money line.
Money
Just
line.
want to do money line.
Okay.
Or
I think for me,
could be
I'm
the
gonna
spread
start
as
with
well.
money line, and then once or depending on the team or how how much I love them, we'll see.
We'll slowly turn into a degen. Don't you worry about
Slowly.
it.
There we go. There we go.
And
That's
really,
what I like to hear.
Anyone out there who's not familiar with betting, really at the end of the day, the props, that's the crazy shit. Like you can start going crazy with those, like, doing like, LeBron's gonna come off the bench, shooting sleeve on his right arm, 2 headbands, fucking, I don't know. Like you could go absolutely insane with those sometimes. It's probably not gonna happen. Yeah, it'll be, okay, you put down $1, you can win $1 million. But 99% of the time that doesn't happen. That's kind of what those bets are based off of. Whereas like, the spread and the money line, those are a little easier to kind of, I don't want to say predict, but if you have a good reason to know a team is going to win, then all right, maybe I'll put money on their money line. But here's kind of the hook of where the casino kind of gets you. That team's probably going to have really bad odds. Like if you look here, what's the biggest one I could see? So on this list, the biggest game I could see, Infamous versus Notorious. Right now, Infamous is favored as a negative 1,112 favorite. And I'm thinking that's because someone probably went and made a huge bet on Infamous, like when it was lower odds. But so think about that. Like we said in the example, you would have to now put down $1,112 to win $100 for that bet.
Wait, just to win $100?
Exactly, and that's what I was talking about with odds. So that's why it's very important to pay attention to those numbers, because
so you have to drop a G to get
$100 back. Exactly, and that's why like a lot of I'm blowing your mind right now. Yep.
Yeah.
And so this is why like spreads come into play a lot, because most of the time spreads are very almost close to even money bets. Like you put down $5, you get really close to $5 back, but okay, the team's got to win by 3 now, or whatever that spread is put out there. So that's kind of a way that a lot of like casinos and bookies, they make it so that way it's a little more even of a bet for them. Obviously, let's say Dynasty's playing Saints last year. Obviously Dynasty's gonna win that fucking game, so why would you make those 2 teams close to even if you're like putting out money on it to try and like run a business? And that's at the end of the day, you got to remember this out there. Casinos, they're businesses. If you're putting money down out there, it's expect to lose it, because they're smart. They know what to do. They know how to kind of make the odds in their favor, so that even though maybe you're winning matches, I'm not going to say his number, but Fitzy can tell you're still losing in the long run.
So high. It's so high. I'm so bad at it. I'm so bad at it, but it's fun.
It's fun. And that's what it should be. If at ever any moment it's no longer that fun thing, if you're listening out there, please just stop. Like don't do it, because really that's what this should be. This should be having more fun while you're watching NXL with your buddies, at home, at the event. Like that's really what this should be. And I do want to put that out there as kind of a part of this of, we're going to get into it and start picking some teams now. Keep that in mind, guys. Anything you put down, anything could happen. Markers could go down. Penalties can happen. Like you could lose that money. So just
I forgot about that.
Keep that in the back of your mind.
Forgot about those refs throwing flags.
Dude, even like the paint could come down to it, dude. Like say if one team, their batch is a little bit brittle and it's cold in the morning, flame.
One manufacturer's paint doesn't get allowed into the event because it's half dark shell.
Well.
All right, and with that, boys, let's jump into our picks for the NXL Vegas 2024 event.
Here we go.
I do have to put last disclaimer out there for kind of more experienced bettors. All the odds on these games were pulled Thursday before we did this show, so of course they could change over time over the weekend as we get closer to the event. So keep that in the back of your mind. Maybe we're calling something out right now, but you don't see it on the website. It probably changed. More bets are going to be added. I know over this weekend, if you're listening Friday, Saturday, Sunday, like layout weekend, there's going to be just some of the stuff we're talking about. Of course, as we're getting closer, Wednesday, Thursday of that week, we're going to see more bets available. So that's when we'll start to see, the first kills, the first first point wins, team over unders, some of the other stuff I mentioned. So, all right, boys, with that, let's jump into this. Starting out Friday morning, we got bright and early. We got Revo playing Uprising. First set first point of the day. Revo is really favored. Uprising, people are hating on Uprising so far. Revo is favored at negative 556. Uprising is a plus 400 underdog favorite. And then over under for all the games listed right now are 6.5. So like I said, you got to go over 6 for this. You got to go over 7 points, or you got to get to 7 points. So 4 and 3, or 2, 5, whatever mixture that is, to have that bet win if you hit the over. So all right, boys, let's get some picks in here. We are going to be keeping track of everything. We're going to be keeping a record. So yeah, let's see who does the best here.
Nice. That's a big line. That's a big odds swing, to be honest.
It's a pretty big line for a team that's coming off like losing half their roster, like Revo.
Like they lost their core.
Yeah, and Uprising was they're decent. And, I probably wouldn't have done a plus 400, but I would definitely take an Uprising on that one. That's an underdog I'd take.
I would agree.
I think we're gonna hurt some fifis with this show, by the way.
100%.
I was thinking the same exact thing.
Yeah.
I think a lot of these odds are also they change as people put money down. So let's say tomorrow someone goes and puts $5,000 on Uprising. That's probably going to bring their odds down a little bit. So then anyone who bets on them in the future, it's going to be a little bit less of a money return to them.
Okay, so lock it in now, boys. Lock it in now.
I agree with you guys. I actually kind of like the Uprising pick there for like an odds standpoint. I think they're too close of a team, and that's definitely a big one. So all right, start talking about our next one while I get that down, boys. We got NYX and the Bears. Fitzy, why don't you talk about those odds?
Oh yeah, I mean that's gonna be a true test. I mean, you got new players coming to NYX, or at least one, and then Bears with the merger. I've always been a fan of the Bears. NYX is probably going to take it, but again, underdog, I'm probably going to take the Bears. Just because I've always liked their jerseys. You know what it is? I'm gonna bet the weight. I'm gonna bet on the jerseys. Oh. That's what I'm gonna do. You know how like people
you're crazy. You're becoming like a Taylor Swift fan.
Listen. You never go against the Swifties, all right? And I'm thinking NYX is probably gonna win it, but we're gonna go with the Bears. The Bears. Plus Midwest, so you gotta go with the Bears. It's the Bears.
What do you think NYX on it? I'm gonna have to go with NYX. They just had those guys, they stuck together. They haven't done very many roster changes. I mean, except for add Thomas Taylor, certified killer. Mm-hmm. Plus, it's like they're. Let me think. I think the merger is really going to affect the whole team chemistry wise, at least for the first event. So I'm gonna have to go NYX.
I would agree with NYX. I probably wouldn't take their money line. I'm gonna wait to see either their spread or maybe I'll put that in like a parlay where I'll take some of my favorites of the day. And I will probably upload those on like the FTS pod Instagram. So stay tuned for that, guys. I'm probably gonna post some slips that are made on there. So yeah, go check that out on Instagram. Yeah, I agree. I like New York in this game. I just don't. I'll have to see the Bears in this game to maybe then change later on in the event, if that makes sense. Like, they would have to impress me in this game.
I would agree.
Yeah, okay. I mean, NYX could take it, but I'm going with the Bears. Bears.
Bears.
Going to that next set, 8:15 Friday morning, we got ML Kings, first point of that set. They're playing Fit.
Their debut.
We don't have odds on this one currently. I wish there was, because I have a feeling Fit would be plus odds, just because they're the new team coming in. And
you think they're the underdogs?
No, I don't.
I don't. But I think the site would make them that, if that makes sense, because they're the semi-pro team coming up. So I guess it depends on that. If money line, if they're plus, I would actually probably take them on this. I mean, I think overall they're going to win the game. How I decide to bet it kind of just depends on the odds that come out for it, if that makes sense.
So another thing is, for me, is statistically, every new team that bumped up from semi-pro has always done good the first event because teams just don't know how to read them.
That's true.
Right.
Canes,
so I think
there's been a couple other examples. Elevation, yep.
Right.
Of course, you say that, MJU fan.
Yeah, what can I say, dude? What can I say? But who else? I'm trying to think of like exact examples. But yeah, I'm gonna have to say Fit for sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I agree. That's fit all around for us. So only one not even decision around the board so far, so that's spicy already. Fitz going the underdog with Bears. We'll see. We'll see if that works out for him. Early in the tournament, I'll be able to tell you if you're wrong or not.
He'll come right over to me and be like, "Yeah, you were wrong again."
here's your footage. All right, boys. So next game in that 8-15 set on Friday, we got the after battle, Aftermath versus Aftershock. Ooh, this one's gonna be interesting. There's no odds on this game as well, so
it's gonna be a good match.
Yeah. I mean, it's shock, but
it's shock. But for me, I almost feel like the hype is just like, I hope they do good, right? But it's also, I think Aftermath, there's just that team that just stays quiet and grinds. There's been a lot of eyes on Aftershock, especially during this off season with the filming and everything coming out. So it's like when you have a camera on you,
putting all their money and stuff behind them and really supporting them.
And it's also when you have a camera on you, it's way harder to lose. It's just the way it is.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
So
all right. So Aftershock for you two, both of you guys. All right.
Oh, for sure.
No, I'm gonna go. Oh fuck.
She's like, no.
I'm gonna go Aftermath. I like the way you stick your head down and just grind. I'm gonna go Aftermath, the underdog.
And I'm gonna guess that they're gonna have pretty decent odds on that because I think people are gonna be looking at Aftershock as a favorite. So yeah, that'll be a good spot to potentially win some money. And that's a great example of people out there aren't familiar with betting. Throw $4 on that. Fuck it, if you win a plus 400. Cool, it's $16. Now you have $15 to throw on some money line or some other bet, or I don't know, fucking go buy a coffee or put gas in your tank.
So degenerate.
You got your last 10 cents? Put it on the underdog, man. What do you mean? What am I gonna do with 10 cents in America?
It's funny because Hatch, you're calling that degenerate, but that's where you.
That's the fun. That's fun. Where
but it's more. That's where you I don't want to use. It's where you make money, and I'm using air quotes, audio listeners, because you don't make money. But those are the situations where you can, because all right, you win. In a lot of betting terms, they use a unit. So whatever your unit is, it could be $5, it could be $100, but one unit to win 4 units, that's a no-brainer. Yeah. If it's close, if it might happen, so.
You live bet that last 90 cents. That last 90 cents, you live bet that sucker. You work it all the way back up, and you build a new parlay for the next day. That's how you do it.
I like your style.
Fucking love it.
You either lose it the first quarter or you don't.
Again, guys, if you want to get in on the action, go check out our links. We got them down in the description or over in the Instagram bio, the link tree. Just got to click on that, and then it'll say if you want to bet on NXL here. I haven't mentioned it yet, but you do have to use a VPN for the service. So if you want to get into it, make sure you have that on. Really easy to set it up, and then you could just take a quick trip to a close by place, and then you can use it. Obviously, we'd love for this to be a little easier to do, but at the current time, that's what we got. So
it's new, man.
We're excited for it, and it's pushing boundaries. So yeah, go check out that link, guys. Let's keep moving forward here. The 9-15 set, we do have odds on these games, so this will be a little more exciting. We got Heat versus Uprising. Heat is one of our heavier favorites of the day, a minus 556 favorite over Uprising with another plus 400.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be Heat.
It's going to be 9 times out of 10, Heat wins that match on paper.
But Uprising's already played that day.
They've already got first match jitters out of the way.
I think
a team like Heat, though, they don't get first match jitters. That's the difference.
Well, but the problem is Heat now no longer has their fucking commander, bro. Their commander's over with the Aftershock.
Oh, shit.
So it's going to be a new coaching situation. It's going to be their first game of the season.
Well, they have chemistry with that coach, though. Yeah, they have chemistry with that coach. So he knows the team pretty well. So I don't think he ain't no Todd Martinez, right? But, he ain't filling the shoes, but he's still in them. You know what I'm saying?
True. I guess I'm trying to point out reasons why Uprising, there may be some value there, because I think there are sometimes they win this match. I don't know if it's a 9 out of 10. I think it's more like a 7 out of 10 based off the scenario of new coach coming in, first game of the year. But yes, I mean...
Yeah, over 8 kills in this match. He wins it, for sure.
Yeah. God, I wish we had player props like that. That'd be amazing.
You know what? I got one. I think at least once is going to have a 3-pack run through.
Oh, for sure. On the
That's a decent one, right?
Burrito side. Yeah.
Am I getting it? How am I doing, boys? How am I doing?
That's a decent prop.
There we go.
All right. So Hatch is going Heat. I think yes, I would still go Heat too, but I think there could be an argument made that sometimes Uprising does steal this game away. So I'm still going to officially say Heat though.
It's crazy because I honestly, me personally, I want Uprising to win because, I got one of my boys on that team, Mikey Daniel. Shout out Mikey. But it's just that match is just a little rough. It's a little hard for me to pick, especially when we're betting money.
It's funny. So we're going to go into this next match. I'm more confident of this next match than that Heat match. Impact coming in another negative 556 odds. They're also in that 915 set. They're playing the Bears. Bears are plus 400 in this game. I'd still take Impact. I don't see the Bears coming in, especially if they lose that first game to NYX. That's like you're already waking up early as fuck.
You're not winning that second match against Impact if it is your first match against a way lesser team.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. So I'm Impact all the way here.
Nah, they're warmed up. They're ready to go. They're taking on Impact. Yeah.
Are you just a Bears fanboy?
Dude, I actually am kind of a Bears fan.
I think you are. That's what we're finding out. And they're going to lose you,
Bears guy, dude. They don't know it was me, but they knew. Yeah. No, I'm a Bears guy now.
Okay.
I like the Bears, but now my boy Ivan and Chris Caputo ain't on that team anymore, bro. That's my problem.
Ooh,
I was going to say, we got T-Pan, we got MJU. I don't know. Yeah.
I forgot. Oh, I'm going against Urena, huh? Wait, where did Caputo?
Yeah, Yar.
He's not on Bears no more?
He went down to Leverage, right?
Yeah, so Chris Caputo and Ivan both play on Leverage now, semi-pro. So I'll be seeing them.
There's a lot of pro talent in semi-pro this year. It's going to be a competitive division.
Even what's that one guy's name? Jason Sester from Bears. He is playing semi-pro with Wrecking Crew.
Yeah.
So right, they lost a lot of their. I mean, I don't know them too well, but I feel like Jason was definitely a leader on that team for sure. So I think that's kind of a big tank to the Bears lineup.
Yeah. No, I would agree. Impact here in this game.
There's a lot of people in that semi-pro league, or semi-pro, at least the first event. People that stepped up with Blast Camp and Fit gone. That's going to be a field to watch.
For sure.
I agree.
All right, boys, let's move forward. Let's keep this train rolling. 10-15 games. Revo Fit. We got another no odds for just this game in the set. They have odds for the next one. So yeah, boys, Revo Fit.
It's Fit.
Fit for sure.
I mean,
I'm taking Fit.
I think
it's hard because Revo, all those guys have a lot more pro experience.
Yeah,
like a lot more like veteran pro experience. That's the hard. Yeah. That's realistically what Revo has on Fit without a doubt.
I was gonna say
it's as another match that they've watched because Fit's already played.
I like watching Revo. I like Revo, but
they've both seen each other play.
Yeah.
Well, no, I just think personally, I think Revo's going to be favored here, and I kind of like taking Fit. I mean, it's one of those things like I'm going to need to see how they play Friday to then educate myself for like the rest of the tournament if I keep betting on them. But going on paper, that's a place where I would take a plus 200. Anything above that, I would definitely throw some money on Fit and just all right. That's definitely close enough.
I would agree.
Yeah, I mean, also if it's a close spread, like if Fit is favored, maybe they're a point underdog, that'd be sick. Yeah, because I think it could be a close game. So if comes down to like 1 point in the end, they could swing that back. So yeah, that's how I would look at this game.
I think Stewart makes into that first 3-2 on that snake side, and I think he goes right down it and he chops them all up. I don't think they'll stop him. I think it'll be Fit, but Revo's quick too.
Yeah, I got another bet. I got another bet. I bet Trent Mason on Fit does not wear a goddamn headband. That's a guarantee. That's a guarantee one.
Who's making these bets with you? This is what I don't understand.
I'm just saying. I know the motherfucker never wears a headband.
Can we get prop bets on colors of headbands per player?
Oh God, that'd just be insane.
You think Reba's gonna show up on Sunday to sing the national anthem? Can we get that bet,
dude?
Holy shit.
And then is she gonna say the last part twice and then make everything crazy?
Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started.
That's what I thought. We're triggering people out there.
You can't brave twice.
All right. Well, second game of that 10-15 set, we do have odds on. It's another NYX game. We got NYX versus Shock. This may be a little shocker. Got you guys to the people out there, but Shock is actually the underdog in this match. They are a plus 150 underdog, and NYX is a minus 186 favorite.
Yeah.
I like Shock, especially at plus odds. I feel like I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna bet that. Yeah, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Am I crazy?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take Shock, over NYX for this match. The thing is that's hard with Shock is, this could be another Diesel situation where they bring all the money in and the guys just don't have the chemistry right away and they just don't perform.
I mean, it could be, but it also is guys who have played together before.
It's the 2020 Ironman, right?
Yes, a lot of
So-
2020 Ironman. So
no, it's Shock. It's I mean, unless CJ comes out and starts doing some crazy stuff, but yeah, I think it's Shock for sure.
Okay.
I'm a pick Shock.
Yeah, I mean, we're also, I guess,
God, we're hurting so many feelings. I'm gonna have
probably
so many phone
the thing
calls.
I'm not thinking about. The thing I'm not thinking about with that one is Thomas Taylor, but is that really like a big off-season move at this point? And that's no offense to Thomas, but it's just, is he gonna play every point? Is that like?
Yeah. Oh yeah, he will.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
I mean, okay. Well, you got to look at it like
don't
this.
ride the bench.
Are you gonna have him behind Jerry every point?
I mean, that'd be a smart way to do it. He's
I would agree.
veteran
I
status.
feel like
true.
that's the way they would have to do it, right? It would have to be like Jerry, probably Thomas, Pat Kraft, McLean, and probably Josh Taylor. That's probably what I would do my starting line for it if I was NYX.
Mhm.
And that is, I mean, that's a pretty decent line. That's
a
like,
good line.
well, like I'm speaking in like the pro ranks, like that's definitely middle of the pack, upper middle of the pack. It'll just be how they put it all together. I still think Shock for this one though, just because they're favorite odds. I like that. It's $1.50 for each of my dollars. I like that.
Yeah. Plus their guns are hot, so they look nice. They're clean.
Ugh.
Yeah, we're going to all the fit, dude. The drip. It's gonna be great.
God
It's gonna
damn
be
it.
awesome.
No logic going into any of these picks for
No,
fits.
you see why
So
I'm
keep that
so,
in mind, guys.
Yeah, that's why I'm so in the hole.
We haven't said the number. We don't have to. All right. Goddamn.
I'm not saying it.
Well, why don't you bring in this next one and let us tell us about that.
Heat and ML Kings. ML Kings, obviously, they're both on their second game of the day. We haven't hit the noon sun in Vegas yet. All that, no odds on this game. I'm still taking Heat because, you can't go against Ronnie, Yaya, Fetty, Moorhead, especially with that layout and the snake. Moorhead's going to love it. I mean, it's a giant, the money symbol S. Moorhead. It's America, man. It's how we're going to go with it. So we're going with Heat for sure.
All right. I like that pick. The America pick.
Miami Kings now as well.
So they still are the ML Kings because they
still
didn't
shows
pay
on the
for the
jersey or whatever.
rebranding, but they have changed their social media handles to the Miami Kings because
Gotcha.
that's half the battle. So
Same.
exactly. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm going Heat in this one too. A lot of the similar
I feel
reasons
like you
you
have to
said.
go Heat.
Yeah.
I mean, no odds on it yet. They're probably going to be a pretty big favor on this. I would imagine.
5.56 again.
Probably even bigger.
Probably.
There's one bigger one later on in the day. We talked about it earlier. So yeah, Heat, nothing crazy on that. I mean, I would probably take Heat because depending on how the spread comes out on that, I don't know if they're gonna mercy them, but maybe like a -2, -3, I would take.
I like that. I like -3
because I think -3 you might push that. But I mean, we'll see what those end up being. But that's probably where I'd be comfortable with this game. Anything past that, I probably wouldn't put too much money on it.
Yeah.
All right, Hatch, why don't you do the next one? This is the last game in the 11-15 set.
All right, we got Impact versus Aftermath. So this one's definitely on paper. Impact takes that match on paper.
On paper.
Yeah. On paper, in the stats, in the pie charts, in the spreadsheets, in the line
But that's
graph,
why we
everything.
play the games, boys.
Yes, and that's why we pick Aftermath.
I was thinking that too on this one. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why.
Really?
Impact will sometimes drop a game in the prelims to a match like a team they're just not thinking about.
That's a valid point.
I thought this too.
But I'm gonna have to stick with Impact on this one for sure.
Okay, fair. It's one of the first switch ups we've had, but I agree with Fitzy. Something is just calling the aftermath in me. I don't know why. Let's go, boys.
It's a dangerous game to agree with Fitzy. It's a dangerous game.
It's not good. Starting out the new games, 12-15, we got X Factor versus Diesel. X Factor's favored. This is a really close match. There's some great odds here. X Factor's favored, or not favored. They're minus 150. Diesel is underdog of 123, so plus 123 on that.
Diesel's got a new coach, yeah, for the season.
Yeah,
new coach. Sans Rab.
Yeah.
Sans means no longer. So no more Rab. Halo hoppers though.
Oh yeah, I mean, that's the best way to go.
Do you have one?
I do have one. Dude, I've been playing since 2003. I'm old as...
Oh, I know.
Can I swear on this?
I had one too back in the day.
Can I swear on this?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, old as fuck, dude.
Yeah, we know.
Yo,
I like how all of our guys asked us that.
Two more years, you'll have gray in your beard too. There'll be nice red and gray in that beard. It'll be there. It'll be there. Especially if you keep betting with me.
What are you doing? You keep just... What is this?
I don't know. I can't find it. I was looking for my clear halo, but yeah, no. No, you're not going against X Factor on that one. Even though it's like Diesel's comeback, they've been rebuilding. That's X Factor.
They picked up Tim Stetzel, Axel Godin. Axel alone is a dangerous paintball player.
He's so quick. He's so quick.
He's one of those guys where he can legitimately like change the outcome of a game, like just him. There are times where if the game is so close, he can change it.
Yeah. Yeah, he's quick.
I think I'm still gonna go Diesel on this one.
Mouse over Axel.
Yeah, I don't know. Something about those guys settling in. I want to. This is almost like last hope. Like you got to show something here. If you don't, you're not a good team. Like it's kind of like, all right, you've had your season. I'm talking about Diesel in general, kind of, because it's you've had your chances. You had your year. Okay, now here your off season. New coaches, new people coming in. Show me something here, or I'm honestly writing you guys off until you do something good, at least to bet on you or to pick you for winners. So
it's so hard because, like, dude, when you have a guy like Mouse, bro, that's like, I mean, he's one of the greatest players to ever play, right? And he's playing on a team that's getting destroyed.
He could come up and just pop off, but it's like, when is that event gonna happen?
He's that guy where like just him being alone, right? It's like with Kobe, dude, you got to double team him, bro, or else he's gonna fucking find a way through it, you know?
Rest in peace. No, I would agree. And that's why I think for this, I'm going to take Diesel. They are an underdog. We're getting some plus odds. That's juicy. I like that. So yeah.
Yeah, but that's a plus odds you don't take on that one, I don't think.
You think that's a trap line?
I think so. Yeah, I think you take the X Factor. Like this, if you're building a parlay, the Diesel looks like I'm going to get the plus on this one. I think you take the X Factor.
I think if you're building,
you pick a different one.
I think if you're building a parlay, you keep this out. I think this is too close of a game. I think there's other better, like, will be closer odds games that are not like what they seem on paper, if that makes sense. I think this game is just too close.
Wait, Hatch, you know what a parlay is, where you make multiple picks, obviously, and then
we talked about it earlier.
We did. We talked about it earlier. Yeah, I'll do like 21 leg parlays, and they all got to come right, but they pay out massive. That's the ones you got to do. You put 50 cents on those suckers, you win 20 grand. That's
one
the
of my
parlays you got to do.
Is a parlay guy. The reason how he got to cup was literally because of his parlay hit, and I was like, God, good man, dude. Maybe I should get into this.
But yeah, well, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, these are the good spots to kind of avoid. Okay, don't throw those in parlays, but you know, if you like X Factor, throw some money on X Factor. You like Diesel, throw some money on Diesel. But keep that in mind that it could go either way, and it's one of those ones that it may be better just to leave that off the slate for, you know, your other games altogether. Because that's all it takes. It just takes one to break up a parlay, and trust me, I've felt that pain multiple times.
Yeah, we've shared screenshots on that one. That one hurts.
There's been a lot of missed opportunities.
A couple weekends.
Let's bring up this next game and stop thinking about the past. Second game in this 12-15 set. Infamous is playing Notorious. We got a negative. This is the big one. Negative 1,112 odds for Infamous. Notorious are a plus 642.
Man,
I'm still gonna have to say Infamous.
On Infamous.
Yeah, like freaking.
I don't know who did that.
Yeah, no, I was trying to think of the owner's name. I can't, but I'm just not gonna say it.
Yeah, no, it's
Infamous. You're That's one of those
notorious
where
lost brand. Like, it's kind of, I love you, Archie, if you hear this episode, I love you, buddy, but yeah, I don't know, man.
Though. The layout, though, I've watched enough footage from you guys. I've seen enough. They're quick.
Notorious because they're a young team. They're an athletic young team. That's definitely where their skill set is.
Yeah, but I think the pocket play, Infamous pulls it up. It's a close one. I think it's closer than the line says. I still think it'll be like 5-3.
I agree. I think this line is being completely diluted by someone went in and placed some money on Infamous when the line was closer.
No idea.
I don't know why, but did you?
I don't know.
Skeleton Squad member? Yes, I'm just gonna say Infamous, but again, this is one of those games that's like, I mean, I'd maybe throw Infamous in a parlay, but like at those odds, it's almost like not worth betting because it's like you're gonna get so little money back. So see what the spread is. Again, if it's like they have to mercy them, that's probably not worth it. But like if it's a couple points, then maybe that might be a good spot to sprinkle some money if you want to get involved with this game.
Yeah, play money line on that one. Go with Infamous.
All right, Hatch, get off your phone. Put the phone down. And
Brando texted in the group chat. You can check.
Oh, you did? Oh shit.
Yes.
Okay. Well, go to our 115 game, Red Legion versus Camp.
All right.
Explain the odds on it.
Built versus bot. I'm taking Red Legion for sure. For sure.
Love that.
Yeah.
With the addition of J-Rab.
I'm also gonna do that as well.
Come on. Come on, man. Come on. There's no way.
What are the odds on it?
Gonna drive to my house.
Oh, so the odds: so Red Legion -345, Blast Camp +265. So, I mean, that's not that bad.
It's not bad. It's not bad, but
it's not that bad. I still think it's
a
Russian Legion win, though.
Because the thing is, right, Russian Legion, like, they make Sunday, right? But they don't make it past the first round on Sunday. They kind of struggle, you know?
It's kind of funny because we are being a little biased towards Fit by being like, yeah, new teams do well. I just feel like Camp is in such a hard bracket that I don't care.
They're in the bracket of death, for
any new team could go into that and you'll just get fucked. Like, you just have to go and beat some of the 4 historical horsemen of paintball in your first pro event. Like, what the fuck?
Which the thing is, that would be insane if they did it. If they somehow get out of those prelims and make it to Sunday, dude, that is an achievement in itself. Right? That level of experience is just next level.
So we're gonna pause here for a second. I'm gonna explain this to the audience. We're gonna take a quick break behind the scenes. For you guys, it'll only be a second. But we're gonna have another face when we jump back in. So I'll let you guys see him in just a second. But Hatch alluded to it. So all right, guys. We'll see you shortly. One second. We'll be right back. Well, let's get back into this podcast. So we did bring in our other host. He's here finally. Brando Baird. What's going on, buddy? You're late.
Hey, I will. From what I thought we agreed to, yeah, I was on time, but in fact, I was late.
But on time is really late. Isn't it? I don't know. That's like some metaphor for life there. But welcome on, Min. As we've kind of caught him up in the little break time we took there. We're just making some picks for the show, so we'll do a couple here. We'll bring yours in. We'll start tracking yours as well. We'll add him on into the record sheet, and should be a fun time. So let's get back to this, boys. We were in the 115 set. It was the Hurricanes versus the Ironmen. We just finished out the Legion versus Blast Camp game, so let's jump back in with that. Canes, Ironman, brand new Ironman squad. What are we expecting?
No J-Bo. L.
I'm picking the Canes. I don't even care. I'm not an Ironman fan right now, so Canes.
Really? Hurricanes,
this is a passion pick. This is a passion pick, and it is not logical. I'm being you now, Fitz.
There you go. But I don't know. They've been practicing together, so it's probably Ironman. It's probably the new Ironman.
That's fine.
Yeah,
Hurricanes is just like what I said. Just like what I said with Ironman, bro. Versus with Aftermath. They keep their head down and grind.
When you kick our boy RJ, bro, then No, I mean, all jokes aside, you are probably logically right. I would probably agree with that based on like paper. But yeah, give me Hurricanes. Brandon, what team would you pick on this?
Yeah. I'm gonna go Hurricanes. They've been playing together as a team in the Pro Division for what is their fourth year now. Ironman, they're all or just about all of them are seasoned, right? Pros, but they got to work as a team. Their first event together, I'd choose Hurricanes.
Okay.
I agree.
Well, moving forward,
fair.
215 set. Another game we don't have odds on, unfortunately, right now. Hopefully, more will come out soon for these Friday games. But Dynasty Diesel. I know I picked Diesel earlier, but Dynasty, you know the odds on this game are going to be atrocious. All the Dynasty fanboys are going to fucking hammer the shit out of them.
Match ever.
That's what I'm saying. You're never going to find good odds on a Dynasty match all year unless you parlay all of them together.
I would have to agree.
So, yes.
Shit. Yeah.
Logically, Dynasty. But, yeah.
Hey, I bet that their jerseys are going to be blue.
Yeah.
There we go.
Dude, that curveball in there.
Easy odds.
Red.
Easy odds.
Get minus 480 on that, and I'll take that bet.
I mean, I'll put them down plus 900 that they're red.
Oh,
they got the red dragon right.
Dude, they haven't had red since like
so
01.
But I don't pick Dynasty. It's Diesel. They lost They lost Mikey, and it's yeah. I think it's Diesel.
Oh, I know, dude. Because the thing is, I'm not a Dynasty fan. I'm not much of a Dynasty fan anymore, to be honest.
So my guy, you pick X Factor over Diesel. But you pick Diesel over Dynasty? What the fuck are these picks, Fitz?
Listen, I like the fit
setting something
of
up.
Diesel. And plus, Dynasty comes out with red jerseys. I win that bet anyway, so we're even.
It's house money at this point.
Yeah.
Got all these fictional bets we're making up. Yeah, none of these bets exist. I just want to put disclaimer for our partnership out there. I don't want to put that in there.
Kirgo, get on it.
Yeah, get on it, boys. All right. Moving forward, next game, we do got odds on this, so this will be a little better to talk about. Kind of interesting ones. We got Damage. They're being favored at negative 150 on their money line. Notorious is a plus 688 favorite. I mean, for that, honestly, that's not a bad price for Damage, right? Like,
no, it's not bad.
Plus 688. I mean.
Yeah.
You think Notorious for that? Would you?
I honestly think that's one of those ones where you just fucking throw some dollars in for the underdog. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Notorious. I mean, they're not gonna go 0-2 on the first day. So.
Maybe they do though.
Okay.
I don't want to go against. I don't want to go against the brothers, but.
Well, oh shit!
It's probably.
Oh, you're definitely right.
Yeah, it's probably Damage, but I'll throw money on Notorious. I'll do that.
I like that, my boy. Yeah. That's fucking sick, dude. What about
their first game, I'm gonna take Damage for the first game. Yeah. As much as I want Notorious to win, I want ABJ to do well. I'm gonna take Damage for this one. Maybe it was their second game. I'd go Notorious, but the first one, give me Damage.
And the thing is, now that I'm looking at it, like I am so fucked for thinking that they're gonna beat Damage over Infamous, because Damage beats Infamous any fucking day.
Yeah, you guys aren't using a lot of logic tonight, but that's okay. That's what we love. We're having fun. We're having fun. We're making bets. We're making
money line bets. We're not necessarily making.
Yeah, that's true. I wish we had
my underhand ball.
Yeah, I did. In talks with Mark, he's kind of been the liaison for all this. They do obviously want to have more options out further ahead of the event, but of course, guys, this is the first one. We're kind of. Everything's getting set up. All the procedures are getting put in place. So bear with it a little bit. But yeah, it's still fun that we've got some stuff to do. Let's move forward. Next set of the day, 3:15, getting late into the afternoon. Almost halfway through our picks tonight. We're flying through this, boys. But we got X Factor versus Blast Camp. I mean, without a doubt, this is an easy one for me. X Factor. I don't care what their odds are. I would take a money line on them.
Blast Camp probably has at least closer odds, because I mean they've been practicing each other like all off season. Like I've seen so much footage of them practicing each other, so it's like maybe they could be like, we kind of know what they're gonna do, right? We know how their new picks are gonna be.
Are you talking about X Factor practicing Blast Camp like they have been?
I think since they've been practicing each other, right? Blast Camp might have a little bit of an edge to know exactly how they're gonna play.
But I guess being a little devil's advocate, you were talking about earlier in the event. A lot of new pro teams, some of their benefit is teams not having scouting data. X Factor knows exactly who their main go-tos are right now.
What I'm saying, so what I'm kind of saying is, I feel like Blast Camp could get that just because it's like that edge of just being a new pro team. You know, it's like I always want to do that just because it's their first event, but it's also like, fuck no, bro.
I'm going X Factor. I'm going X Factor on this. I mean, obviously, if it's like it's a negative 1,000, I just probably won't bet it. But anything like, sorry, Brando.
X Factor it is. No, X Factor it is. I'm curious how close you guys thought the Legion and Blast Camp game was going to be. I see that you all chose Legion.
It's going to be a blowout.
A blowout. Okay.
It's going to be a blowout.
Okay. I figure the X Factor one would be a blowout.
I think it could possibly be a high scoring game, and I think that it could be.
So would you take the over on this one, probably, Hatch?
I'd probably say over 8 points for sure.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, all the overs live right now are 6.5. So if it stays like that, you would probably take that bet.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll throw the over on your picks too.
Especially on
this field. It's a chance for Hatch to make up bonus points.
And I think that there could be some legitimate fucking chaos where it's like some slow points happen, then they're like, yo, we gotta start punching back, and they start rattling points. I
do see what you mean. I like, as opposed to the Legion game where I think that may be a more controlled paintball match, we'll see less points on the board. I see what you mean with this one. It's kind of the opposite. You know, both teams, the way they put points on the board is a more aggressive style of play. So it's going to be coming at each other, and you know, we've seen that with like NYX matches back in the day where, dude, they'll put fucking 15 points in a match and just, you know, go crazy. So yeah, no, I could see that happening. I'm going to tail that with you. I'll take the over on this game. So if this game comes out, I'm going to parlay the money line and the over. So X Factor and the over. And so that's what I'm gonna do on this one. What do you want, Fitz?
It's gonna be a close one, like you guys said. A lot closer than the Red Legion one. It's X Factor though, for sure. I think X Factor puts it on. I think they welcome them to the Pro Division, and there's gonna be a lot of yellow on Blast Camp. You know,
are you talking about the jerseys?
I think that Red Legion game, J-Rab's gonna give them a fucking welcome to the Pro Division for sure.
Yeah, J-Rab will for sure.
J-Rab likes doing that. Like, that makes him happy, I feel like. You said X Factor too, right, Brandon?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. It's just X Factor.
All right. This is a based, already predetermined in the stars pick for myself, but the other game in that set is Infamous versus Iron Man. So, hey, what's up, Infamous? I'm riding with you guys on this one. Good luck.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick my boy Joe Barefoot over there, honestly. You know, Joe Barrett.
That's a good one. Joe Barrett.
Infamous.
Man. You're Infamous. Skeleton Squad over there.
Oh yeah, man. Can't go.
I'm gonna go Iron Man on this one.
What the fuck, Brando?
Yeah, I'll go Iron Man. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. What? Relax. I don't know. I just feel like. No.
Son of a bitch. All right, going next game. Dynasty Red Legion 415 set. No, what do you? Why? Explain.
No, because they are seasoned, right? Infamous hasn't been their like not juggernaut, but as solid as we'd hope, right? That as spectators would hope. And Iron Man, I feel that they will be able to. It is their first event, right? Shut up, Hatch. It is their first event. Season pros. They're going to come out and it'll be a close game, but they'll win by 2.
You guys see why I wanted to do this now?
Travis.
Travis. Yeah. You called it a hit.
There's a guy named Brando.
Oh my god.
Joe Barrett. Hey Joe.
Hey Joe.
You're picking the Iron Man though, Brando? You're really picking the Iron Man?
You saying the Iron Man on that one?
It's in my blood. Gotta pick the Iron Man on this one.
You'll probably get some decent odds on that, just considering the other Infamous game that has odds right now. They're heavily favored, like very heavily favored. So yeah.
Ooh.
We'll see what happens with that. Let's go next game. Like I was saying, Dynasty Red Legion. We don't have games for these last 2 games of the day, We don't have odds for the last 2 games of the day. Dynasty Red Legion, just straight up, boys. What are you guys picking on these?
It's gonna be a good game. It's the last game of the day on a Friday. It's gonna be so good.
This is a historical match. This match has happened so many times.
The match of the event. You know, this is a finals match right here. You know, like with these two like caliber teams. And I'm picking Legion, honestly.
Okay, I like that pick. I think Legion. Honestly,
J-Rab is that leadership they needed, bro. That he is that difference. He's like Mouse and Axel, where he can make that difference.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think either way, I think honestly, I'm gonna take the over in this game. Because if points do get on the board, both teams are going to scramble to kind of try to get them back. I think J-Rab is going to help Legion try to play a little bit quicker pace of game. I think the Russian style usually is that more laid back control paintball, whereas you saw in Diesel, he was always trying to kind of push that objective up the snake or kind of whatever his job was. So I think this is a game where the over could hit as well. So I think for that, I would take that. If I had to pick a team, I think I would take Legion too, and also this is playing into it. They're probably going to get decent odds for the fact that we mentioned earlier. Dynasty fanboys are going to love to bet on them. You might be able to get Legion at a pretty good spot where plus 200, plus 300, dude, that's probably really worth it. You know, if they're able to win. So I like the over more, but I would probably still take Legion in a money line.
And I feel like, Ryan, it could be almost the opposite of what you were saying, where this could be one of those really slow matches where, dude, it's like maybe 3 points total being scored, 2-1.
Oof. I think it's gonna be it's just gonna be barrel tip to barrel tip.
But that's kind of what I'm thinking too, especially with this layout. Where are they going to lock up at? Where are they going to sit? Especially if J-Rab's attacking either one of these two snakes. Like, I don't know. I feel like that's going to be a disadvantage for the team that sits.
The only reason why I agree with you, Ryan, is because of the layout. It just being so fucking crazy. I think a traditional field like ladder snake, that kind of shit. Yeah, that's where it.
I could agree with you on that. It slows down a bit. Yeah.
So you know what? I agree. I agree with you, Ryan. I think it is going to be a high scoring match. Now that we bring up the field layout and everything, I would agree.
Okay. Brando.
I'm going to go Dynasty. It's
fair. I mean, it's fair pick.
Do I want to go with them? Not necessarily.
Brandon's coming late. Dynasty. He doesn't get to make as many picks as us, so he's got to make different picks. He's got to try and get his win count up.
Yeah, we're going 100% from now on.
Like that.
Yeah.
Damage versus Hurricanes. Yes, Taco Bell's here. It's okay. Damage versus Hurricanes. Last game, last set of the day. Same thing. Give me damage. Give me the under. Give me the under on this game.
I think this is one of those matches where you can low-key throw some money at some Hurricanes. Maybe get one because the odds are going to be heavily in Damage's favor.
You thinking that? Yeah. Okay. I can see that.
I'm gonna say Hurricanes. I think that's gonna be they're the underdog for that. I'm going Hurricanes.
Yeah, I like that.
On paper, Damage wins though.
Yeah, safe bet. I'm going with the Idol, and I'm going with Damage and Rainey and the brothers. So
I'm gonna go Damage, but I'm also gonna go the under.
The under 6.5 points.
Yeah, under. Well, that's what it is now. I don't think it's going to be that when we see what it comes up, but I would put under that. Because what, dude? Damage is going to put pressure on the board?
That's the last game of the day. It's Friday. They're
tired.
Friday paintball. No. It's Friday paintball.
That is true.
They took a long nap in the morning. It's all good.
That actually is a very good thing to kind of factor in. Look at the spreads throughout the weekend. If, there's still the same 4 or 5 points for Friday paintball, that might be a good over opportunity. And obviously, as we get further into Sunday, less and less points are, usually scored in games.
Yeah.
And give me the Canes.
Over.
Give me the Hurricanes.
Canes. All right. 50 damage. Damage under. Okay. All right, boys. Well, that's all of Friday's picks. We got through those. We got 10 more sets to go through on Saturday. We're making our way through this. So you guys want to flip over to that next page? I got this lovely laid out for you guys already.
Wow.
Look at all the pre-production. Look at me.
Oh my God.
But yeah, so let's get ready to jump into this. Just making those bigger so I can actually see them.
Damn, for his first match though. Whew, sheesh.
Yeah, pretty fire. First match of the day. Actually, Hatch, since you're talking about it, bring us on into that one, please.
Right, so 7:15, first match of the day on Saturday. Uprising versus Fit.
No odds for this one yet. Please, it's important to mention.
Yes, yes. No odds on this one. I'm gonna say Fit.
I feel like Fit's gonna be favored almost.
I feel like Fit realistically. Let me look at the other. Who
they were disrespecting Uprising on the last page. So
yeah, who did they play yesterday? They play ML Kings and then they play Revo. Like, that's not the craziest bracket in the world, you know. It's not. That ain't no blast camp bracket, you know.
It's Uprising in the morning.
Yeah, I think Fit here. Sorry, I'm trying to reformat things. I'm not being a very good host at the moment.
No, you're doing all right. We're doing all right. I think. I mean, and plus, I think on statistically, Uprising doesn't do good in the morning.
Yeah. Do you have the stats on that? What's the number?
Nope. That's just what my heart says.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go Fit then. Fuck it. I'm still gonna go
FTS
Fit.
stat.
Yup.
They count the same, right?
Yep. Fit all the way.
No, it's Uprising for me, Maf.
Uprising for you?
Uprising.
Okay.
Yeah. This one I'm going against. I think they go back, they look at some tape, they go to bed early, they wake up at 4:00 in the morning, they get their coffee, and they come out banging against.
You hear that, Ryan? 4:00 in the morning.
Yeah. Fun fact. The other difference here too. This is Uprising's first time playing a game in their time zone in like years. So we've always seen East Coast time zone super heavily tired Uprising. Will they perform better at a normal 7:15 that they're okay, we'd already be at the field, getting ready anyways at this time. That's, that is the difference. How well does DMG play first game in the morning on the East Coast?
Well, first of all, if we ain't talking like a Sunday match, like we're actually not bad.
We're good.
We're not bad.
Yeah.
But
we don't talk Sundays.
Yep.
All right. Well, good job holding the airwaves there, boys. Let's go to our next game. The second game in that 7:15 set. Bears Aftershock. Bears, we do have odds on this. Bears are an underdog, plus 185 on their odds. Aftershock are a negative 233 favorite. Oh, boy.
I don't want to pick.
I feel like Fitz is going to say Bears, but I'm going to say Aftershock. Oh. Especially for a minus 200, that's not a bad, throw it in a parlay, odds building type game. I kind of like that.
Who the hell is on the Bears?
Damn, dog.
That's how it be.
I don't know. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Let me think. We got.
I mean, it's a fair question to be perfectly honest.
We got the Buffton dudes from NRG.
Oh, Buffon.
We got the Altimore brothers. That's 4.
Altimore.
I'm pretty sure that's the last name.
No, it is. It sounded like you were saying Baltimore, but it came out funny. It was all good.
Who else is on that team? All right. Well,
is that Chris Sosine's brother?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah, it don't matter. Give me Aftermath.
Aftermath. Well, that's a different game. But I'll give you Aftershock in this game.
Yeah, I don't want to pick either, but I think I'm going Shock.
Shock. All right. This good there. Bada bing, bada boom. Perfect. 8:15, second set of that Saturday morning. And of course, if you guys are wondering why we're only picking prelims, because those are the only games that are going to be set. Everything else is going to be happening during this. So, Sunday games, you'll have to tune in. You'll have to do your own research a little bit, but we're here to help you out for these earlier games in the tournament. 8:15, Revo is a minus 233 favorite against ML Kings, 186 underdog.
ML Kings come out swinging on this one.
Yep.
I
like Kings as an underdog play. Yeah.
Yep.
Man, we are just fucking roasting.
I think Harris Hussein gets them in shape. Starts throwing shit in the pits, and Miami Kings come out of nowhere.
Yeah, I have. So I have a lot of inner intel from the Miami Kings. I have a friend that's over there in that camp, and they've been grinding hard. So I think, if I'm being honest, this match against Revo, I'm picking the Kings for sure.
I would agree. Yeah, I like Kings on this game.
Boys.
Yeah, nice and easy one. All even across the board. Also, you know what? Give me the over in this game. I think 2 scrappy young teams. I think they're going to play a lot of points early in the morning. I'm going to take the over.
Over 6.5. Is that it?
I mean, that's what it is currently. That's what the line is currently. That could definitely change, and I think it will almost 100%
if it's over
change.
6.5 right now, I'll agree over six.
Over
For
six?
sure.
Okay.
For sure.
I'll put Hatch down on that too. All right, next game in that set, MYX is up against Aftermath. This was the game that Brandon wanted, Aftermath, I think. They are the underdog in this game at a 150 underdog. NYX is a negative 186 favorite. I still like NYX in this.
I do too. You know, my boy Jerry Caro does not let me down in these situations. You know, neither does Josh Taylor. They just don't let me down in these morning games at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And after
We're still agreeing at this point, but I think this one is a kind of simple. Just, I mean, after
The NYX
was
because it's a
strong.
3-2 game. It's a 3-2 game. It's the grindy one because they both need to win the first game on Saturday. And yeah, it's 3-2. NYX, it's grindy. It's pocket plays.
want to call the
I
under on
agree.
that.
This could be under. Yeah, I was about to
it's
say
under.
that. I would agree.
It's under.
All right,
put me
I'll
down
give
as
that
well.
to Fitz. I'll put that on his.
Yeah.
Let's go Hatch as well, and then
I feel like
Brando.
this-
What do you want?
NYX. Give me NYX. First game. I don't. I sorry. I don't know who they play Aftershock. I don't agree with that under.
Do you think it's a bigger, like a big banger? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be as conservative. Just looking at their previous two games, I have full faith that they win those two games.
I'm picturing a point where it's 2-2, and it's 2-on-2, and the shit just locks up and kills like a full 8 minutes of a point. That's my prediction. 8 minutes is a long goddamn time, especially where it's tie game like that. Nobody wants to lose, right?
Especially Saturday. Now the pressure's starting to ramp up. Yep.
Exactly. So I'm gonna have to say NYX under.
I see that.
Yep.
All right. I like that, Hatch. Next game, 9:15, first game of this set, Heat versus Fit. We got no odds currently. Honestly, I'm gonna go out on a limb. Give me Fit because I know we're gonna be an
Ryan,
underdog.
let's go.
Fuck it.
Put me there too.
Let's
Let's
see if the
go.
boys can do it. It's gonna be
I
a losing
agree.
game, but fuck it. Let's
You're
see if the
betting.
boys can do it.
We're going up.
betting
We're,
like me.
we're going up against the mountain. I
Oh,
like
100%.
that shit, Ryan.
This is a Fit's gonna be fit plus 300, plus 400, $5 game. Kind of see if I can get a couple of those back. If not, whatever.
Dude, I'm a believer, bro. I'm a fucking believer. I think that, they have that edge. They have that edge of not being scouted, I mean, obviously it's a little bit harder because they played every fucking match on the
Fitzy's
webcast and
choice.
semi-pro,
Yeah. That's it's the Leopard King. It's Gang. It's Moorhead.
It sucks because
America.
I like Bronny. We had
It's
him on. He's a
everything.
great guest,
I
good
like
guy.
Bronny a lot.
But I just,
You picking Heat too, Brando?
Yeah, I'm going Heat with this.
Yeah.
Brandon's very logical. I'm thinking like a degenerate. I'm trying to find value here for you guys. All right, listen to me. I'm trying to find you value.
You're betting like me. That's the problem.
No,
This
I'm
is
trying
one
to
of those
find
games where
value. There's a
the odds-
difference.
The odds are probably going to be heavily in Heat's favor.
Oh yeah.
Probably. And so for that fact, fuck it. I'll throw a couple dollars on Fit. Let's see, how
Fuck
far
yeah.
that goes.
I believe, dude. Colt,
Let's
don't let me
move
down,
on to
bro.
this. Let's move on to this next game because it is a kind of similar situation. There's a decent split of odds. Impact versus Aftershock. Aftershock is the underdog at a 232. Impact is favored negative 295 for them. I'm kind of almost. If those are the odds, like day of, I kind of want to still take Shock because I think on paper Impact wins the game, but if you're giving me 2-1 almost, I think it's worth it.
Give me Impact.
I know you want
Arena.
Arena. Yep, that's his favorite player of all time.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did you not know that? He says it all the time.
Good. Yeah. No.
Yeah, but I've been a day one, dude. Before that motherfucker was even pro.
Yeah.
I've been day one. So
Yeah.
give me Impact.
Well, damn it. Brando.
Yeah, this is. I think Impact will win, but give me Aftershock. Yeah, give me Aftershock.
Nice. I like that. And
give me
Fitz,
Aftershock.
same spot.
Aftershock. Yeah. Aftershock.
Kind of same reasoning. Like
Mhm.
it's
Yeah.
especially for those odds.
Whatever,
Can I put a
whatever.
mercy on that one too?
What?
You
A
want
mercy on that one? Just to go against Hatch on that one. Just
Dude, that
go
is-
against the mustache, dude. Like we got
Bro, that is blasphemous talk, bro. Holy shit,
a
mercy.
mercy early in the morning. Listen,
Aftershock
dude.
Mercy. All right, I got that down there on your picks.
I think the last time Impact got mercied was probably
a long time ago.
It was,
fuck, dude.
I think you will be able to kind of take something because there will be a team total. So I guess you can make that bet probably and do like, under whatever their team total is. If you guys want to follow along at home with Fitzy there. That's a bold one though. So kind of beware on that. Let's keep this moving, boys. We're getting to the end here.
I'm excited to come back and look at this.
It's going to be fun. I can't wait. Next event, we're going to go through all these, see who was right, who was wrong before we give out those picks. ML Kings versus Uprising. They are the first game in the 10-15 set. You know what? Someone else do it. Hatch, why don't you give me the odds on this game?
All right, so ML Kings got -150, while Uprising has +123. This is going to be a high-scoring game. I think this is going to be a high-scoring game. This is going to be, what is it? Is this the last match of the prelims?
For who?
For
them?
Uprising?
I think it's for both.
Both of them.
Yeah.
For both of them? Okay. Yeah, I think depending on the way that the odds go for both these teams, they could be at the point to where this is a win or lose match for them, right? Go like win or go home, depending on the way they do it.
Yeah. No, I agree. That is kind of the crazy thing with paintball. People talk about this in betting on other sports. Regular season games. Let's say baseball. If you play 162 regular season games, why do you care about this one random game in mid-May or some shit like that? But with paintball, these games start to matter very quickly into the weekend. Like, guys, if you go 0-2, all right, you have to win both your next two games. And now you're playing for a whole different reason. The motivation factor comes into it definitely. So, betting on this is going to be exciting. I think it is definitely going to be, stay tuned for around when those games are happening because you'll have to kind of snipe things here and there, look for good value spots. I think that is going to be a big part of it. I went Kings on this one. I'm rooting for the homie a little bit. I hope Nico and the boys down there do well, but we'll see. It's just
ML King's over. ML King's over.
ML
for
King's
sure.
over. Okay.
Yeah, because like Hatch said, it's gonna be a lot.
I think it's gonna be a bloodbath for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot. They both got to win this game, but ML Kings are going to Sunday.
I think that is a decent bet. You could probably parlay those two together. But
Give me.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna take the Kings on this. I don't hate that bet that you guys are making, but I think I'm gonna be just straight up.
Give me Uprising over.
Uprising over. Okay.
Yep, give me their last game. I think they're going to be 0.
Give me Uprising over as well.
I think they're going to be 0-3 going into this and just
Switch
all
it
out
up.
fuck it.
You just completely changing Hatch on the drop of a dime.
Yeah.
You were the worst pick maker ever, bro.
I predicted the Uprising was going to win their first match on Friday.
Let's see. Did you?
Yep.
Yes, you did.
So I'm gonna have to say Uprising this one just because this could be like their 2-2 match where it's like they're either hoping somebody else does well so they get a spot or they hope somebody does bad so then they can squeeze in. If that makes sense.
All right. I like that.
Okay.
Next game, 10-15 set, Aftermath versus the Bears. Aftermath is favored -233. Bears are underdogs +186. I'm just gonna go Aftermath. I'm gonna make this easy. I'm gonna make this simple. I don't believe in the Bears. I don't know who plays on the Bears. I'm sorry, nothing personally to you guys. I gotta see you play, and when I see you play in person, then we can have we can have more of a conversation. You still want the Bears?
The Bears. Bears.
All right, you can get the Bears and be just as sad as the real the Bears fans. Brandon, who do you want?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's Aftermath. It's an easy answer.
SD. No one did it. All right, there you go. 11-15 game. Brandon, why don't you bring these games on in?
Ooh, all right, we got Heat and Revo. Heat is -186, and Revo is the underdog +150. I'm gonna take Heat still. I think it may take a little bit for Revo to find the leaders on their squad without the Omara and Sense still, and it's Heat. I believe in Heat.
I agree. You know what I find crazy? So this game is this close of odds. Meanwhile, the Revo Uprising game, Revo is like minus 500 favored. This makes no sense, guys. Like, what the fuck? If they're that heavily favored against Uprising, why is it so close against Heat? Like, I don't know.
Very interesting.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be Heat.
I think it's Heat. I think it's Heat.
I'm going off of Instagram comments, and Moorhead's the only one excited for the layout. So it's Heat.
That's a good metric. That's a good one. I like that. What do you want, Brando?
Oh, Heat.
Heat.
We're going Heat.
All right. Heat all the way around. Heat them up, boys. Heat them up. Next one at 11:15. The 50 Fitz, do it.
Oh yeah. I feel like I'm in high school again. It's just like, hey, read this page. All right.
Yep, popcorn.
Impact. Yeah. Where am I at?
So people don't get bored of my voice the whole entire time.
Oh, gotcha. Impact NYX. Very tight game. NYX underdogs at 123. Impact, obviously, the favored. With NYX's new, kind of shuffle around of people by bringing in one person. Two. I don't know. I wasn't following
but they also lost Corey Hall.
Yeah. So Impact.
Have you just not been thinking about that? Like
no, I haven't been thinking about that at all.
Oh, do you want to change some of your decisions now?
No.
Okay.
No, it's all right.
Still Impact. I'm with that on this one.
Yeah.
I'm actually going NYX because out of any of these matches, this is the match that Impact drops in the prelims for sure against a team like NYX for sure.
Hatch, you're very confusing. I think that is good logic. But that is hilarious that you're like Impact all the way. Yeah, but NYX is going to beat him on this one.
I think I got completely confused about 45 minutes ago who was on NYX and who was off. To be perfectly honest, I think they're going to be like, people are going to be looking like,
Jesus Christ,
what the hell is he talking about, dude? What?
I mean, look, if Impact goes 4-0, I could see that happening in this prelims just based off like who they've been playing.
Yeah, but Impact doesn't want to go 4-0. You don't.
That's true. But hey, I'd rather have them lose to Aftershock to Aftershock. Give me better odds, and then Dave gets mad, yells at everyone. They play their best game, that last game of the day, and then they go into Sunday Strong. I'd rather have that happen. Exactly. So I'm still gonna go Impact on this game.
Like, to your fucking dick.
I'm the only one thinking like a degenerate here. Come on, boys.
Impact.
All right, this next one. Ooh. Hey, Hatch, why don't you read your favorite team? Yeah.
Here we go, boys.
Diesel's your favorite team?
We got Diesel versus Blast Camp with Diesel's odds is negative 126 and Blast Camp.
What? You want to say that again?
Oh, my bad. Sorry. Negative 626.
That's a little bit different of odds.
And then the Blast Camp is plus 437. So
yeah. So Diesel, a very heavy favorite here. I get why.
Pro division. Yeah, they might get shot up a little bit.
I mean, this is maybe
Blast Camp.
Oh yeah.
What?
I kind of see why he's doing it though, because in the back of my head, plus 400, I kind of want to do that too.
Yeah.
Blast Camp Diesel struggles for a whole other year.
Wow.
You guys are crazy. I think I am still going to take Diesel in this match, but I see why there could be an argument that there's some good value with Blast Camp if they're over like plus 200, plus 300.
Yeah, I think Diesel will win, but give me Blast Camp.
Diesel.
I'll spend my last couple dollars on Blast Camp.
You're being a degenerate. I love that.
Yeah.
I love it, boys.
He's doing the live betting on Blast Camp. Like, I gotta eat lunch today. Like, hold on, Blast Camp, we need to pull this one out.
Diesel's put up 4 points. Yeah, we'll live bet him. We'll see what happens. Couple points couple cents on the Blast Camp, boys. All right, pull into this next one, Brando, because this is your boys.
Yep. This next one is Notorious and the Iron Man. No odds for this one. Is this their last game too? No. I'm gonna, my boys and all. I wouldn't say my boys. I just, the blood runs red. All right. Give me Iron Man with this.
Take Iron Man. I think Notorious is probably gonna have some. Actually,
you're gonna have growing pains.
Iron Man as well.
think I'm growing pains. I was thinking from an odds standpoint, I think Notorious are going to be a bit of an underdog, but I don't think it's going to be enough of the time they're going to win that game for you to make money, if that makes sense. So I think Ironman, maybe throw this game in your 5-game parlay or something that you're trying to do. If the spread, -2 for Ironman, I think they could pull that out. This could be a mercy, but it could also be a close game. That's kind of the problem, because it's like what Notorious shows up. So yeah, betting on this game is kind of hard.
Give me the Ironman over.
Ironman over. Okay.
I'm gonna go Notorious over.
Ooh.
Okay, I like it. These boys are making predictions, bold predictions, bold picks. But you could also follow and tail along at Kirgo.com. Use the link in the description. Notorious over, right?
Yep.
And then
I think the Ironmen have better drip. They got the better look. They got everything. It's Ironman.
God, anytime I'm with Fitz against the world, it's scary. I just hope people know that.
Dude,
So me and him are on Ironman.
The guy on Ironman, Kyle, he also has a good mustache, so that's a little hard for me,
It's like the mustache brethren.
Yeah, it's hard for me to vote against my goddamn own brother in arms. You know what I'm saying? But I have to.
Get some good wax, dude. It's good.
All right. Well, we're coming up on our last set of the day that has odds connected to it. So this will be exciting. We got X Factor and Red Legion. They're the first game of this set. X Factor is a favorite at -345. Red Legion is the underdog plus 265 for their money line.
This is gonna be hard.
These are both teams that we think will be winning going into this point. So they might already both have Sunday spots coming into this match.
Yeah, they might try some crazy shit. I feel like that's a lot what the Russians do is if they know that they're going to get in, they're like, all right, let's see some crazy shit. See Dorito 3 off the break or like 50 snake off the break kind of things,
So
they
is
do
that
20-second point.
Yes.
Yeah, they gotta figure, yeah.
Well, they're doing like 2-minute drills, essentially. They're like running practice during the event, kind of, at that point.
Yeah.
So,
oh, man.
So I kind of think, dude, look, if you're going to give me Legion plus 265, I think I'm going to take it. I agree.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it.
It's hard because I don't think the Russians.
Legion.
I don't think the Russians have Smotrov anymore.
Do they?
I feel like I haven't seen him. I feel like I haven't seen him at events.
He didn't play 2 events last year.
Okay.
I think it was 1 or 2 events.
When it comes to Snake Edge, you have to give it to X Factor when it comes to Snake Edge, right? Because Billy, and they have Axel, and they have Tim Stetzel, dude. Like they have those. This is a hard match. I think if you're going to give it to the Snake Battle alone, probably X Factor is going to win that. But it's like, I mean, what is the line going to look like now? Is it going to be the 4 legends and J-Rab? Right? Is that the line they're going to run all the time until the wheels fall off?
That's what Red Legion does, right?
Exactly.
That's what they do
most of the time.
Yeah, they do. I mean,
I'm gonna have to pick Red Legion.
Yeah,
Red Legion. Over. Fuck.
That a boy. Overcoat.
Crazy. Hatch keeps going crazy with these.
Dude, he's
either gonna pay off or not go well.
I'm learning quick.
This does not take long for him to get into this thing.
It really doesn't. All right, last one with odds, Hatch. I want to see how you present it. Give it to me.
Infamous versus Hurricanes. Infamous has odds of 111. Hurricanes -136.
So what would that make Infamous?
The overdog. No, the underdog.
Yep.
Right?
And Hurricanes would be
the overdog.
The favorite.
The favorite. There we go.
There you go. All right, we're slowly teaching them out there.
Overdog.
Come on, overdog.
I like the overdog.
Overdog. No, it's the favorite. It's called the favorite.
We'll make a shirt.
And
Overdog.
Bet the overdog.
You know why they're the overdogs? Because they're just the better team. And give me the Hurricanes.
Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely.
This is crazy. How are now the Hurricanes and Infamous so close when Infamous are... dude, some of these odds are a little sus to me. But okay.
I completely agree.
Hurricanes for you, Hatch?
Yeah.
Nah, it's Infamous. Skeleton Squad, dude.
Yeah, that's a Homer fanboy pick for Fitzy,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah,
Wasn't
it
it
You
like
gotta
the
put that out
skeleton
there. You
squad
gotta
'cause they
disclaimer
only
that.
had like
I do.
7 dudes, and now they have like an entire armada in their pits now.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the
Yeah.
what's the mercy?
Yeah.
What's the mercy rule? Is it
7
six.
points?
six?
6.
Is it 7? 6? And it's
6,
6 and a half.
I would be willing to put a mercy on that one too. Honestly, I bet you they mercy the Canes.
That's pretty crazy.
We've said the Canes would be pretty good at this tournament so far, so it's like, dude, everything goes out the window like every other game.
Infamous coming out swinging this year.
Alright.
Yeah.
What do you think,
But they're
Brandon?
gonna miss with that hit because they're gonna get mercied by the Canes.
Okay. Damn.
Woo!
Brandon, you do realize like this is advice for people to bet. It's not just the craziest thing you can think of.
Bro, if that happens, Daddy Travis
Oh.
is pissed, bro. Dude,
There might be
he's
some things thrown in the
pissed.
booth. There might
A lot of things.
They're like, damn, we lose fucking Thomas Taylor and we're washed. What the fuck,
We get
man?
mercied. God damn.
Yeah, by the
You
Canes.
crazy, Brandon. All right.
Holy fuck.
It's gotta be another hatch. Sorry, it's gotta be
Alright.
back to back.
Here we go.
New set
We
of the
got
day. What time?
New set 215. We got Dynasty versus Blast Camp. I feel like this one's kind of a no-brainer straight up.
Odds are gonna be so bad. Honestly, this is probably a don't bet, just because it's like you're gonna have to spend $2,500 to get like $100 back on Dynasty on their money line. The spread might be good if it's like a Dynasty -3, but
This is if they offer a prop bet of a mercy and it's just a couple like a plus 200.
I
Take
could,
that.
yeah.
You take that.
I like
one.
that. I like that
You
a lot.
take that. Yeah, you take that.
I would
mercy
probably have
bet.
to agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I will agree.
money
Honestly,
line.
I
I
think
think
the
all of us
bet-
are just gonna take that because I mean, for the show, you would have to. Dynasty, I think, is gonna win, but
You gotta think Dynasty has no Yarber.
Can I
That's true.
predict the exact score?
Ooh.
I think it'll
I
be-
don't.
I think-
I don't have confirmation that'll be a bet, but you could definitely do it.
Here we
and we'll
go.
like add that to your total.
I think it'll be 7-1 for Dynasty. Blast Camp gets a last second point in desperation when they realize they're just getting fucked.
Okay.
I think it's 6-0. It's 6-0. They don't even get a point.
God damn. Okay. I'm not gonna
Holy fuck.
start keeping
I
track
like
and
the-
having to pull all these down, but
No, I love it, dude. Low-key, dude.
It's all
It is so
recorded.
funny. We were just like broadcasting that we are just some fucking haters, dude. And it
you
is
guys
so
really are.
fucking
You guys
funny.
really
That's what
are.
this-
Man, we are, and it's okay.
This goes live and it'll be like Monday or Tuesday and just getting phone calls from Blast Camp like, yo, what the hell
No,
are
it's
you
cool.
doing?
I love Eli. You know, I've talked to Eli a lot, but we definitely
Yeah.
disagree on the strength of that roster, and it's okay. You know, that's just my humble opinion as a commentator in the game.
But you're going up against Dynasty. It's not often that you could sit here and go like, yeah, it's a 6-0 game.
Yeah, it's like the
that's a
Joe
new-
Schmo. This is Dynasty.
Yeah. this
That
is
almost might be the
Dynasty.
bet. It's like
Yeah.
If it's a 6.5 point over, take the under on that.
Mhm.
Yeah. They got a bad bracket. They got a bad pick for their first.
Yeah,
first
I
one.
will. That is a very.
It really
valid
is a
point,
bracket of
right?
death.
'Cause I remember, like, no joke, when the brackets first came out, I was like, man, those guys are. That is the one. That is the bracket that
I hope
they
eat it.
survive out of that. They are making them. They're making a name for themselves that day alone. If they make it out of that bracket.
Yeah, I hope they make us eat our shoes. I really do. I
Me
hope they
too,
do.
bro.
that.
I
That's a
think
good
that would be
point.
sick.
No, that is a good point.
Yeah.
I think it would be really cool if by the end of Saturday we're watching this game and we're like, holy shit, Blast Camp just went 4-0. But I really don't see that happening
Yeah, I don't
sitting
see
right
that
here
happening.
today.
No.
It just, I mean, sorry. Like, you guys
Yeah.
put in a lot of practice, and I think this event will also be really good practice for getting used to what pro events are like and how hard they can be at times. Fitz, bring in the next one.
I'll let Jackson
yeah.
know.
Oh, it's
Okay.
Damage and Iron Man. Damage and Iron Man. No odds on this one. Same time slot. So, you're watching both those games go back to back. I think obviously you're going to see more of Damage and Iron Man because you're going to have the Mercy on the first one. But,
Dude, I was gonna say that.
yeah.
Damn it.
I think this will be an over game. And I think
Yep.
it's. Dude, I want to
I can
go
see
with
that.
Iron Man, but it's this late Saturday. It's Damage.
I would agree.
Yeah.
I would completely
It's
agree. I
rainy,
think Damage just puts in
all
more
that.
work over Iron
Yeah.
Man overall.
Yeah, and
Rainy will start
Rainy,
doing the mind games.
look,
He'll
let's be
start doing
real.
it.
Like, none of these guys are going to be pulling games or any of that stuff, but Rainy knows the people want it over. You know, I have a feeling he'll have that in the back of his mind. You know,
Yeah.
if he has a chance to, he'll score another point. You know, he seems like that type of guy.
I think they're just logical because even they would just be like, dude, the point spread, like for their own personal gain, straight up.
That's actually true. That actually really helps with this game, is that you do still need to like score in garbage time because
Right,
it can
so
still help you.
You would just be low-key hindering your team, you know, in that case, if you're not playing that kind of game.
So damage over for you as well, Hatch.
Yep.
Okay,
What about you, Brando? You got
Brando.
damage over?
Yep. I like it. Yep. Give me a
There we
damage
go.
over.
All right, yeah, maybe we're all in agreement with that one, so that looks like a pretty good spot. Check what the odds are around that game, but yeah, definitely one to look for during the weekend. Legion Diesel, they've got their match here.
This is gonna be a good match.
3:15 time slot, so it's the beginning of that next set of games. A little
All right.
revenge match, you know, bringing that
Yeah.
little attitude
J-Rab.
into it.
J-Rab he's playing against his old team.
J-Rab went back home, and now he gets to play against his like the new home that's no longer a home. He's had so many homes. It's a man without a home.
Damn, guy with a house.
He's back home. He's back home at his first team.
That's
He's
true.
back.
That's true.
He's back. So
You know,
So Diesel.
I only want to say Diesel just
No.
because of the snake attack. That's honestly why I want to say Diesel. But honestly, I want to give it to Legion because I think that Legion is going to go far in this tournament. I think they're going to make Sunday. So
Okay.
I'll give it to Legion.
yeah, give me Red Legion. J-Rab's gonna have a game.
I think, no joke, there's going to be some actual shit talk.
Oh yeah, especially with Mouse. You know, Rab's gonna try to bait Mouse into some
I
shit.
think he's going to get him in, get J-Rab, or I think J-Rab's going to get right in Mouse's little mouse trap head. And
I think we're gonna see Short King Kyle Spica have to like go over and break him up at some point. That'll probably happen. That was a reference to Spickett's fan. I called him a Short King during that, and he chuckled.
Wow.
That
just
is
you,
so
Kyle.
fucking funny.
So yeah, no, I think it will be a good game though. Definitely another one of those. Circle it on your calendar. Tune into Go Sports. Check that game out if you're at the field, because yeah, that should be fun to watch. The other one in this set, Hurricanes and Notorious. Fitz, start with you.
Awesome. Yeah, Hurricanes, Notorious. This is a tough one to pick.
Agreed.
I mean, not for the other guys. For me, it might be a little bit, but I think Notorious comes back, and I think they're going to win this one. This one they win. This one for sure they win.
said
I
Notorious
could
is gonna
see
win
that.
The other one, huh?
Because the Hurricanes are probably already in on Sunday. They're probably already in.
I also
right?
I think Notorious is gonna be pissed at this point too. I think
I'll agree with that
I
one
think
because we bet
it's
the Hurricanes are going to be
fuck
pretty
someone's
good.
tournament up type attitude at this point, if that makes
Yo,
sense.
I
Like
love
no long,
that
and
style.
look, that's the
Yeah.
most dangerous team to go against. Towards the end of prelims in a
Yeah.
tournament,
We don't care. We got a month to recover.
we
we're
just
coming
want to
in.
ruin your day.
We want-
That's the
you're-
only
you're-
thing we can win.
Who gives a
wanna
fuck if we get
change.
majors?
Yeah, we're changing the point differential. We're changing who you play. Yeah, I think Notorious comes out and wins that one.
I think this
And
could be a
I
high
think
Little
scoring
fuck
match
you
as well.
attitude.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I'll put Notorious over.
I could agree with that, Ash. Yeah.
I
Man.
think it's over 5 red flags on that game.
Holy fuck, that is a great bet. That is a great bet.
I don't
Yeah,
think
I want
I don't think there'll be a prop on penalties. I have to put that out there.
There should be
Oh, dude, that should be.
Yeah, but then if the refs knew about the over
That's
under,
that
okay.
can be
God,
very
dude,
influenced.
damn.
So
Yeah.
Oh my god.
there's a reason we don't have all these things, but yes.
But that would be so good. That'd be better than over under on the points for sure.
I don't agree fully,
are-
but
Are these last two sets? They just don't have odds at the moment, or
so
Yeah.
we explained earlier in the show, but
Okay.
some of these games don't have odds yet, and some of all these odds will probably change over time as we get closer to the event. Everything they want to have stuff, flushed out further ahead of the event for the next events further on down the line, but it is the first one. They're trying to figure out, what bets are viable, all the stuff that they can do.
Gotcha.
So some of the
Okay.
games, and we've made sure to let people know, some of the games we're just kind of picking just because there are no spreads on them yet or odds. But, the ones that we have stuff for, we've been mentioning. So yeah, people look out there, kind of take some of our advice into account, see what the live, odds are, and, kind of make your picks based off that. And I mentioned it earlier, but I probably will be posting a couple of, my bet slips on the FTS_pod account. So stay tuned for those. Maybe you can tail along if you like some of those. Maybe, maybe you won't, but yeah, check it out.
Post mine too.
Let's don't, god damn it. All right, that'd be really funny. Let's finish out this last set of the day, and then we've got some things that we gotta let people know about, and then we will jump on out of here. So Brandon, you start with this first match in this set.
Ooh, this last set, the 415 set, it's Dynasty and X Factor. I think this one Dynasty drops. I think X Factor comes out and wins their last game.
Like taking X Factor is probably going to be an underdog. That's my guess right now with the information I have. I could agree with you on that. Little grudge match. X Factor always plays Dynasty hard. I feel like that's never a soft game for them.
Because I feel like that game alone, Dynasty versus X Factor, X Factor will always go up, and that's the match where you see some fucking Dynasty magic. I think whenever Dynasty plays X Factor and Impact,
that's true.
That is when you will witness the fucking Dynasty curse, or whatever the fuck you want to call
Gift. It's not a curse.
Yeah, the raw talent, of Ryan Greenspan and whatever.
Why'd you say raw like that? I don't like that. Use protection,
whatever.
Kids.
Say it again for me. Say it again for me.
Raw.
Okay, who do you have on this game? Dynasty, X Factor.
Right here.
I'm gonna probably say sheesh. Fuck. I'm gonna probably say. Dynasty. I'm gonna probably say Dynasty.
All right.
Come from behind victory, Dynasty.
Okay.
Yes.
That's how,
Yes.
Yeah. And
Dynasty
because
Magic.
they go.
Can you put Dynasty Magic on there? Is that possible?
No.
Yeah, because they go down 3 points, and then they have to come back, so it's an over. It's Dynasty Magic within the last 5.5 minutes. Like,
if you want it,
that's a script, nutty, bro.
if you want it to be an over, just tell me and I'll make it an over. But I'm not gonna put down Dynasty Magic and have to record that somehow through the stats, boys.
You just put SpongeBob and just be like Dynasty Magic. Stupid.
Imagination. All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's finish this out, boys. Let's get out of this shit show. Damage and Infamous, last game of the prelims. This last game happening Saturday, 4:15 p.m.
Yeah. You want a banger to watch?
Damage.
You want a banger of a match to watch? It's gonna be this one on
That's
Saturday
this
night.
set. Yeah, this set. Last two sets of the day are gonna be really fun.
Yep. Yeah. If you're not in the stands for this one on Saturday night, you're gonna regret it, because it's Vegas. It's the first event. It's Saturday. It's Damage Infamous coming down that snake side into the next Dorito side, because that's what we're doing this event, I guess.
Snake Rito,
Snake
Rito, dude, with the money sign S. So yeah, but I'm still going Infamous. I'm biased. I get it, but it's Saturday night Infamous, dude.
I love it. Hey, you might make some money off that pick.
Put me up Damage over.
Yeah. Damage over. Okay.
You saying Infamous coming in from that snake into the Doritos, and that might be true, but then here comes Jacob Edwards with the curb stomp, just whang. I think Infamous is gonna get mercied again.
Yep.
Damage over. Okay. Damage over.
Hate all the way through his tank, just coming all the way through, But
all right, boys.
Brando said mercy. Brando said Damage mercy.
The problem is, guys, that's not a bet. That's not a thing.
The over is, yes.
So I've said it earlier in the show, but the actual bets will be a money line, prop on who gets the first kill, prop on who wins the first point, the team over under, the over under for the game itself, and then I think spreads, but I don't have that confirmed. So mainly money line. So if you want me to say damage over, I'll put that down. This also is trying to give advice to people out there who are going to put their money down. This isn't just us predicting randomly in the wind with no repercussions.
I'm putting money down for every single one of these.
Exactly. So that's why I'm saying damage over would be the bet that I could track and then be like, okay, there's your 2 points for that.
Yeah.
Actually, give me the under. Give me the under.
You're an asshole.
Very last game.
You're an asshole.
Give me the under.
Yeah, he doesn't think it's mercy anymore.
Come on,
he doesn't.
So that's kind of, and also, for people out there as well, that is our recording system. So that's, all the ones that we have, picks for 20 different games each day. So we have those stored now in our Google spreadsheet. So before the next one, we'll be able to go, kind of go over, get all of our percentages, see who did, what on all their different picks. And then as I mentioned, also just, stay tuned for the different bet slips and stuff that we'll be kind of posting up during the event. You might find a tail or a pick or two that you want to tail, and that'll be a good place to do so.
Do they have who's gonna win it all over?
I haven't seen any of those yet. Again, that's the thing. I wish we had as many bets as DraftKings does on football, but we don't, and we just won't for a while, just because this is a new thing happening. Just be patient. The best thing you could do, just use it for the first event. Show it that there is some support. That the audience would like to go check something like this out, because that only gives more incentive for the site to then make a better product for everyone to use. Like I said earlier, if you guys do go check it out, just use our link. It'll be down in the description of this video on YouTube, also in the Instagram link in my bio. So if you just head over there, you can click through, and that way you can get it. Make sure you take a trip to just take a quick trip somewhere, just little VPN. That'll work, and you can get right on, and it'll just work right away. Just click the link.
Over in Colorado.
Yeah, Colorado. I think that's where Tom said.
Yeah.
No, it won't work in any of the United States, unfortunately. But you guys understand what I'm saying. Let's. With that being said, obviously be smart with this. I don't want to hear stories on a BST in 6 months of some guy being like, I've lost my house and now I'm selling all my setup because I was betting on the NXL. Come on, guys, let's be smart. Do this to have some fun, enjoy it. Like we were saying, $5-10 bets, have some fun. If you have your lock of the day, throw your $100 on it. Hell yeah, like, get it, brother. And of course, for whatever you're doing in life, maybe that's $1,000. Is that $100 for you? But that's your personal decision to make, and just be responsible. It's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna be a dad any longer on this. We do have a couple other sponsors I want to thank real quick. Of course, we got Liquid IV. They're with us for every show. Head over to liquidiv.com. Use code MafiaMoffat if you want to get some hydration products for while you're out in Vegas. We also have Welts Clothing. Head over to weltsclothing.com. They've got a lot of drops for the 2024 season, and we're going to see them next week in Vegas. We're excited for that. So yeah, go check out weltsclothing.com. Use code FTS there. I didn't mention, for Liquid IV, you could use code Mafia_Moffat. That also saves you some money over there. Those are two sponsors for the show. Boys, kind of final wrap up thoughts, thinking of gambling going into the event, our picks and all that stuff.
I thought I was gonna be way worse at it, and I thought I was gonna be way more explaining, but I feel like I did all right. I feel like I did okay.
There's no way to know how good you are tonight. You'll know in a week or 2 weeks whenever this happens.
I'm talking the lingo.
I think he's great.
Lingo wise.
Yeah, you're picking it up.
I felt like I was getting it pretty decently. So I had a lot of fun. So I think.
He's in. He's got the great picks. He's in.
Let's go.
Yeah. He's A plus.
Use the link when you do, Hash. Make sure you use the link when you do.
The thing is, right? I was picturing it like every single one of these matches, I'm putting my actual hard-earned money on.
Of course, and that's. I hope that's my mindset coming into this is these are more so picks that would make. There was a couple funny ones, and I've made sure I made that clear when we were making them, but for a majority of these, take it into kind of your consideration of what you want to pick during the event, and good luck everyone. I hope you guys take down the casino. That's always the best. If anyone wins, we all win. It's the people versus the evil, ugly gambling corporation. Brandon, do you have any final thoughts for this episode?
This is cool. This is gambling. I'm ready to go hit some craps table or
Brandon,
or play some Texas. Huh? Yeah.
So your camera quality got really bad like a couple minutes ago. Is there any reason for that?
Really?
Yeah.
It's a little stormy right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I feel like he's getting on a flight real quick, going to another place, and maybe his internet's being rerouted.
He's VPNing.
He's checking something out. God damn it, Hatch! You weren't supposed to say that. Fitz, final thoughts for the episode.
I think it was a great episode. I think we're set here. I think everybody picked well. I think everybody's making money on this one.
Yeah, and we want to keep this going. So as long as the service is going, we're going to be doing this for the next events. Like I said at the beginning, Fitzy had this idea, and I was like, "Yo, that's a dope one. Let's fucking do it, bro. Let's be degenerates together."
We'll bring Barstool in.
Yeah, one of these days.
I want Miss Peaches. Where's Miss Peaches?
Dude, god damn, cutest little pug ever. I'm glad that you know about Miss Peaches. Shout out, Shout out Dave. Shout out Miss Peaches. Shout out Big Cat. All right. Let's bring this on home, boys. Obviously, rate the show. You know, if you're listening to it on an audio feed, YouTube video, just drop a like there. But, you know, 5 stars on all the audio feeds. We're doing great on those. Those help promote us in the algorithm so more people see the show. I appreciate when you guys do it. And hey, it's completely free to do. Like using the link on Kirgo or any of our other sponsors, it's completely free to do. You just got to use them, and we look good for it. So thank you. If you do that, I appreciate you. Subscribe on all these platforms as well. Hit the follow button on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Subscribe on YouTube. It just gives you a notification when the show goes live. Helps us look good. It's just another metric they track as well. patreon.com/mafia_mafia. If you want all the, you know, ad-free bonus content, the uncensored versions of stuff, well, that goes back over there on the Patreon. We can, you know, make some more jokes over there that YouTube doesn't always like us to make in our regular episodes. So go check that out. Patreon.com/Mafia_Productions. You have to put in the underscore. I know it sucks, but Mafia_Productions. We also have, what is that last thing? Oh, yeah, we had a great show this last week with Danny. I wanted to shout that out as well. If you guys are listening to this right when it comes out, that won't be out just yet, but next Tuesday in our regular recording time, that will be out. So go check that out. Danny Lincoln, we talked to him about some great things heading into this Vegas event, so wanted to give you guys a heads up about that as well. And yeah, we already talked about the sponsors. So I mean, guys, that's this episode. That's our picks episode for NXL 2024 Vegas. Hopefully, you know, like I said, we make some money out there, and we have fun, you know, because at the end of the day, it should be fun. All right.
What
preaching responsible
don't lose your car.
Gaming.
Don't lose your car.
Please, don't lose your car. Don't lose your home. Please be smart. But have fun, guys, and let's go win some money in Vegas. Let's do this. For Brandon, Brando, Baird, Stephen Hatch, and for Ryan Fitz, my name is Ryan Mafia Moffat, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bring us on home, Hatch.
Bye.
See you guys later.